United States Army Human Resources Command has a rich history and legacy of providing first-class personnel service and support to soldiers, veterans, and their families. For nearly 50 years, this enterprise-level support has enabled our Army to not only deploy, but to fight and win our nation's wars. HRC traces its roots to 1973, when the Army created Milperson, eventually becoming PERSCOM in Alexandria, Virginia, to combine personnel assignment, career planning, counseling, and other functions to manage the Army's worldwide personnel system. Then, in 1984, the Army established ARPERSON in St. Louis to provide command and control of soldiers in the Army Reserve, the Individual Ready Reserve and Standby Reserve, as well as those in the IMA and Active Guard and Reserve program. In 2003, Army leaders established U.S. Army Human Resources Command, merging the functions of PERSCOM, ARPERSON, and the U.S. Army Enlisted Records and Evaluation Center located in Indianapolis. This merger allowed the Army to manage all federal military personnel under one command, a single organization managing the careers of active and reserve component soldiers. It was in 2005 when the Department of Defense directed the Army to consolidate HRC's 3 operating locations in Alexandria, St. Louis, and Indianapolis into one headquarters located at Fort Knox, Kentucky. And in 2010, HRC officially occupied the MOD Complex, a nearly 900,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility and one of the largest office buildings in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. The MOD Complex is named in honor of Lieutenant General Timothy J. Maude, the Army's Deputy Chief of Staff for Personnel and the highest-ranking military officer killed at the Pentagon on September 11, 2001. Finally, in 2016, the Army designated HRC as one of 12 direct reporting units. Just as HRC has matured over the last 5 decades, so too have the methods of Army Human Resources operations. From its beginnings, where Army personnel managers shuffled and shuttled paperwork among various units and agencies, to the years when personnel actions were stored on microfiche, to the present-day use of software and web-based applications, HRC continues to support Army personnel in the most efficient, effective, and complete manner possible. HRC serves as the Army G1's functional proponent for military personnel management and personnel systems, and operates under authorities established by the Secretary of the Army. HRC works closely with the Military Personnel Management Directorate on policies affecting the active Army, Army Reserve, and Army National Guard, and the Army Talent Management Task Force on developing a variety of initiatives for both commissioned and non-commissioned officers. HRC's workforce consists of approximately 3,700 active and reserve component soldiers, Department of the Army civilians, and contractor personnel. Together, they man the Army, conduct strategic talent management, provide enterprise HR information technology capability, and execute a variety of programs and services that take care of soldiers and their families. To do this, the command is organized with the traditional command and staff element, as well as 5 uniquely distinct directorates. The Enlisted Personnel Management Directorate, or EPMD, builds and sustains enlisted personnel readiness for our Army, supporting an active component soldier population of more than 385,000 junior enlisted and non-commissioned officers spread across 178 different military occupational specialties. The Officer Personnel Management Directorate, or OPMD, focuses on Army operational readiness by developing today's Army Officer Corps to meet all present and future requirements. Career managers within OPMD manage a population of approximately 87,000 commissioned and warrant officers. The Reserve Personnel Management Directorate, or RPMD, provides HR service, support, and professional development for more than 16,500 soldiers serving in an AGR status, almost 82,000 members of the Individual Ready Reserve, as well as soldiers serving in the IMA program. Overall, RPMD's Personnel Actions Branch serves 1.1 million U.S. Army Reserve soldiers. The most expansive and diverse directorate within HRC is the Adjutant General Directorate, often referred to as TAG-D. Whether entering soldier data into an HR database, issuing an individual or family member ID card, presenting an award or decoration, processing a performance evaluation or publishing promotion criteria, conducting separation and retirement symposiums, the Adjutant General Directorate exemplifies a commitment to excellence that directly affects every phase of the soldier's tenure in the Army, spanning from the very first day a soldier dons the uniform until their eventual separation and beyond. One division within TAG-D, unlike any other within HRC, is the Army Casualty and Mortuary Affairs Operations Division. The CMOD team focuses on honoring our nation's commitment to the total Army family of deceased, injured, ill, and those unaccounted for. CMOD coordinates compassionate and responsive support for the soldier's next of kin and all identified beneficiaries through a network of casualty assistance centers, casualty notification, and casualty assistance officers. Equally important to this effort is the Joint Personal Effects Depot, or JPED, a world-class permanent organization located at Dover Air Force Base, Delaware. JPED provides exceptional support to families and loved ones attending dignified transfer ceremonies, while processing the personal effects of fallen warriors with dignity, honor, and respect. This same commitment expands to include families of those soldiers considered prisoners of war, missing in action, or those not yet accounted for from past conflicts, such as World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. The Adjutant General of the Army also serves as Executive Director for the Military Postal Service Agency and is the Commanding General of the U.S. Army Physical Disability Agency. The MPSA, headquartered in Crystal City, Virginia, processes, transports, and distributes more than 58 tons of bulk package and letter mail, both in and outside the continental United States. Located in San Antonio, Texas, the Physical Disability Agency administers both the Medical Evaluation Board and Physical Evaluation Board to help determine if soldiers coping with wounds that may prevent them from performing their current duties are able to continue their military service. HRC's Personnel Information Systems Directorate, or PERSONS-D, provides enterprise-level human resources information technology and data center capabilities to the total Army. Operating with mission partners at U.S. Army Cadet Command, U.S. Army Recruiting Command, and the Army National Guard, the PERSONS-D team provides integrated network capability, develops and maintains human resource IT support systems for the Army that impact and influence marketing and accession, integration, training, and retention, transition and retirement functions associated with military service. As a worldwide accessions IT service provider, PERSONS-D is responsible for more than 1,800 recruiting and reception locations, over 23,000 workstations, 2,300 servers, and greater than 5,000 network devices. The HRC data center at Fort Knox contains over 230 million documents, supporting more than 9 million soldier records. For almost 50 years, the men and women of the United States Army Human Resources Command remain devoted to Army readiness and taking care of soldiers. We realize that every policy decision, every assignment determination, and every personnel action will directly affect a soldier, a family member, and ultimately the Army's ability to win decisively on any future battlefield. At HRC, it's soldiers first.